Just trying to recycle motor oil that's been built up in my garage forever. I literally read online it was free at 20 gallons at a time, but now she's saying I'm gonna get charged for it. We'll find out. No issues, no charge. Time to go home. Now that we got some garbage cleaned up, there's always garbage. I still got more garbage. Anyways, today we are going to pull the Nova in the garage, pull off the back wheels, and find out why those rear drums are grabbing when the e-brake has been on. So I'm just gonna pull it apart and see if I can find anything obvious. Hopefully I can just like WD-40 some crap, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll give you an LS swap update because there's a lot going on with that, and things are really gonna start ramping up. So let me show you what's going on with the Nova. Oh, I love that smell of old vinyl. Literally takes me back to when I was like 19 and I had my first my Nova, pretty much. Let's see how this thing does. Come on, baby. We got this. Oh, almost. Not bad, especially when it's been sitting for a while since I drove her. I haven't driven it since I got the transmission done in the 4Runner, and it's been about a month. If that, maybe a few weeks. So I'm gonna let it warm up and I'll show you what the, I'll try to show you. It's more of a feel, but I'll try to show you what I'm feeling with my rear brakes before I get it in the garage. Okay, it's been running for about 2 minutes. Let's see what we can do. I need to get this back brake frozen before I think about working on it, because I don't want to work on it with it frozen. So here's what happens. I'm going to release the e-brake. And see, I don't even move. I'm in neutral. And I should be moving because I'm on a hill. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's in drive and it's fighting me now. You guys feel that? Oh my gosh. The rear brakes are fighting me. Like, they're really just sitting here grabbing the whole time. And I'm just gonna power through them. You can still feel them grabbing a little bit. Let's just go around the block. So it is letting up a little bit. It's not fighting me as much. Usually by the time I get out in the street, it stops grabbing, so. Pull a UE right here. And head back. I don't want to get anything too hot before I start working on it. I told you this exhaust is garbage, but there's no way I'm dropping a dime into that exhaust. I have a feeling this car is going to take up more of this garage than I thought it was going to. When I do this swap, it's going to be tight. Yeah, it's going to be really tight. I think basically when the time comes, I'm going to have to I'll probably have to pull the motor out, put the new one in, and then make sure it's still on all fours rolling, and then starting everything else. That way I can maximize my space. I'll figure it out later. Alright, let's get these brakes off. Dirty under here, but I kind of expected it to look like this. Pull off this drum. A lot of dust build up. Kind of rusty. Pads look fine. There is no evidence that the wheel cylinder is leaking. Let me just spray this crap down with some brake clean. Come on, cardboard, suck it up. Nasty, but you can see the color of the springs now. Let's go see if we can get the other side off. This one looks about the same. Doesn't look bad at all. Let me brake clean this one too. Using this nasty carpet that came with the transmission. It is now my fluid diaper. Huh. All right, I'm gonna let this brake clean dry off, and then so I can get this mess out of here, and then work under here without getting a bunch of crap on myself. So I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. Brake clean this out, put it back on, and then we'll try it that way. All right, drums are back on. Let's try this again. I like the way that released. Sounded good. Will it spin? Yeah? Huh. Maybe it's only when it sits a long while. Let me do it again. Nice disengagement. Huh. Maybe it just needed to be cleaned. Anyways, alright. I'm not going to mess with these brakes anymore. What I'm going to do is I am going to measure some approximate lengths for fuel line. I'm going to need to run some AN fuel line for the fuel injection. And I'm going to roughly get some lengths that I'm going to need to run. That way I can get the hose ordered. I've got quite a bit of stuff taken care of. You saw the videos of that stuff, but I've got transmission, filter, new gasket so I can put a new filter in the transmission. I got a bunch of TechFlex wiring, harness protection for the harness, OBD2 port, polyurethane tranny mount, EGR block off, cloth tape for the harness, relays, fittings for the factory fuel lines, a fuse block. So I'm getting stuff in, cleaned up the water pump a little bit. Yesterday I went and got some things for the motor. I got shop towels. Let's see. Water pump gaskets, valve cover gaskets. I'm gonna do those next. And I did get brake shoes and rear wheel cylinders for the car, but I don't think I'm gonna need them. So I'm either gonna hold on to them for a little bit, or I'm just gonna take them back. And then spark plugs. So I think I am going to put the wheels back on, air up the back one that was low, measure, pull this out of here, and then we'll come over here, do the valve cover gaskets, button those up, do the water pump, button that up, and then maybe get the other front accessories out so I can start getting those cleaned up. And then in that pile down there, I'm going to dig out the harness so I can send the computer off to get flashed. Flashing it so it gets rid of the security stuff and gets rid of the rear O2 sensor, the emissions, sets up your electric fans, and has like a bass tune, so it should start up right up when everything's wired in properly. So yeah, let me do some measuring and get these wheels back on. I think it kind of looks tough without the hubcaps. What do you guys think? It does, but who cares? Put the dog dishes back on.